हसरत है हमारी बाबा, कर दो वो पूरी आके। मिल जाओ प्यारे बाबा हम बच्चों से आके। मिल जाओ प्यारे बाबा हम बच्चों से आके।
आज तो मनाने का दिन है ना, मुरली तो सदा सुनते हैं। आज तो खूब खुशी में मानस से नाचो और गाओ। मानस से, पाँव से नहीं, पाँव से नाचना शुरू करेंगे तो कम 7 बजे। लेकिन बाप दादा देख रहे हैं कि बच्चे नाच भी रही है और बहुत मीठे मीठे बाप की महिमा और अपने अलौकिक महिमा के गीत गा रहे। बाबा को आपके मन का आवाज पहुंच रहा है, सब देशों से आवाज आ रहा है, आवाज सुन भी रही है और आवाज बाप भी उन लोगों का सुन रहा है। बाप भी कहते हैं, हे विश्व के बहुत बहुत सदैव बच्चे, खूब नाचो खूब गाओ। और काम ही क्या है, ब्राह्मणों का काम क्या है, योग लगाना भी क्या है, मेहनत है क्या। योग का अर्थ है आत्मा और परमात्मा का मिलन। तो मिलन में क्या होता है, खुशी में नाचते हैं, बाप की महिमा के ऑटोमेटिक मीठे मीठे दिल गीत गाते। ब्राह्मणों का काम ही है, गाते रहो और नाचते रहो। ये मुश्किल है, नाचना गाना मुश्किल है क्या? है मुश्किल नहीं ना। मुश्किल किसको लगता है? जिसको मुश्किल लगता है वो हाथ उठाओ। आजकल तो नाचने गाने की सीजन है, तो आपको भी क्या करना है, नाचो गाओ, सहजे ना सहजे कान तो हिलाओ, सहजे, मुश्किल तो नहीं है ना।
बड़ी मन भावनी मुरली प्रेम से प्राणों को सींचे। रसीली तान की ये डोर आपकी ओर ही खींचे, आपकी ओर ही खींचे। रूहानी स्नेह का जादू आपकी मीठी बातों में, रूहानी स्नेह का जादू आपकी मीठी बातों
Om Shanti. Become a carefree emperor of the land without sorrow by being full with all attainments, the stage of happiness. To be souls who have a right to the confluence-aged Brahmin world means to be those who are emperors of the land without sorrow. Let there not be any sorrow, that is, any waves of sorrow, even in your thoughts. Emperors of the land without sorrow, always experience yourselves to be on the bed of happiness, in the world of happiness, because nothing is lacking in the treasure store of Brahmins. Lack of attainment is the cause of sorrow, and attainment is what brings happiness. So, an embodiment of all attainments means to be in the stage of happiness. Om Shanti. Om Shanti. Welcome to Vikti Parivar. Today is day 12. Become a carefree emperor of the land without sorrow by being full with all attainments. Today's topic, the stage of happiness. Now we will listen to Mohini Didi.
Om Shanti. Since few days, we had been looking for understanding and then to be present in the land which is free from sorrow. And if you listen to today's awake signal, Baba is saying confluence age is the age which is the land free from sorrow. Now there is confluence age, and that's between end of Kali Yuga, beginning of Golden Age. But then to have awareness and to have that remembrance, the feeling that I am at confluence age. Do we all the time remember we are at confluence age? Now again Baba is saying that not there shouldn't be even sorrow in your thoughts. There's sometimes, and that is why present time we should keep attention. Nothing causes sorrow. Even there is a situation which could be serious. But if you pay attention at present time, then it's okay. It will be all right. Any event, you should take it in a positive way, so that that situation, while it is happening, his soul still has this thought that I have to take happiness. The memories which will be left will be memories of happiness. Or learning or joy depends. Even as I said, externally, the situation might be very serious. But what I took from that situation would be very light. So that when I think back about the situation, I still feel very light. So it's very interesting the way Baba wants us to do homework, that take it in such a way that when you think about that, then you feel happy. So Baba is saying your stage or image should be of happiness. To be souls, to be a souls who have a right to the confluence aged Brahmins, who has right to the confluence aged Brahmin world. The confluence aged Brahmin world means to be those who are emperors of the land without sorrow. Let there not be any sorrow, that is, any waves of sorrow, even in your thoughts. Baba says the emperors of the land without sorrow always experience yourselves to be on the land of happiness, in the world of happiness, because nothing is lacking in the treasure store of Brahmins. Lack of attainment is the cause of sorrow, and the attainment is what brings happiness. So Baba says, so an embodiment of attainments means to be on the stage of happiness. Baba calls it waves of sorrow. Because when sorrow comes, it seems like a lot of thoughts like waves, no? Waves in the ocean, they come like with force. Suddenly, a thought could come about missing a relationship. Like some souls suddenly say, oh, my parents didn't love me. Say, but why are you thinking about this now? Something just touched them and they really feel sorrow. And we explain to them that, no, it's not true. But they get really merged into that ocean of sorrow. It's so hard to take everything in life. And then especially belonging to Baba, there should be this thought of all the attainments, mind, body, wealth, that is resources and relationships. Right? So think about it. And I think that the homework which Baba gives, you have to connect it with the life and see how you feel about it. So all the attainments, and then what are those attainments and how they bring joy and happiness, all that has to be reflected. Om Shanti.
Om Shanti Didi. Good morning.
Hello, Shreen Ben. Good morning. Good morning.
How are you doing? It's always a pleasure being here with you and seeing you.
Yes. Yeah, we connect well.
I'm thinking of what you're saying, right? That if any situation happens, don't take sorrow.
How do we do this? Especially the example you were giving of like you feel that someone doesn't love you. How at that point, how do you talk to your mind and say, how can you say, okay, even if it is true, how can we talk to ourselves?
I think that it's not only relationships, but it could be anything. Like for me, whenever anything comes to body, we say we have to go for checkup. So when word checkup comes in my mind or when I hear it, so immediately like it comes to, oh, Baba always says, keep chart, keep checking, and then checking and changing. So I don't know, like it stays so deep in me that when they say another blood test, maybe this part of body, other, so deeply within, I have this whole word of, yeah, it's important to have checking, but I am not taking check-in more like in a physical way. I'm checking in like what Baba says. So many things like this. It's just like at present, these experiences are important. But if you connect it in a spiritual way, there won't be that sorrow or fear or worry, concern. It will be, oh, it's important. And it's so good that there is checkup. So
Right.
depends on whatever. Mm.
So let's say if we are checking up and internally and we feel someone doesn't love us, and we feel that it's important, it's bothering us. So the checking up is happening. I'm noticing this. What do I do to overcome this? How do I make myself close to Baba?
You have to make it positive, no? If it's coming in a negative way, then try to see how you can make it positive. And when you make it positive, you have to use some points of knowledge, right? And when you are using points of knowledge, you are feeling close to Baba, right? Because only knowledge and the teachings of Baba make us close to Baba. Whether as ocean of knowledge or a teacher or a Sadguru, anytime we use points of knowledge, takes us close to teacher and Sadguru. Right? So that's what I generally will think of knowledge, because only knowledge can change negative thoughts into positive, right? And
Right,
then the teacher is the one who taught us all these points. So
right.
you're close to Baba.
So two things, Didi, you're saying. Points of knowledge not only brings you close to Baba, but it also helps you get over this feeling of lack. Like if you feel that, oh, someone doesn't love you or you're not getting enough, everything, all of that is taken care of by points of knowledge.
Yeah, but even otherwise, like, oh, I don't get enough opportunity. I'm not that fortunate to do service like so and so. It's a habit. Unnecessarily, from every situation, what you take is of sorrow. So it's really a habit, because today you might not get chance and suddenly tomorrow you have a lot of things to do, lot of opportunities come. So we shouldn't really have this habit of taking sorrow from anything. Like, so we have to create the habit of mind to always think positive, always see what are your attainments. So instead of thinking what is lacking, if we can think of what we are receiving, I think that habit, change of habit can definitely also help us.
Didi, this idea of gratitude, this attitude of gratitude, can do so many wonders. Like whenever you talk, right, you always share this thing about how much we are receiving. If we are not even aware of how much we are receiving, this attitude of gratitude is so important.
Yeah,
Right.
because again, that's a very positive habit, right? If
Right.
there is negative habit, you always criticize, you always try to say things where you can't make people happy, you know. I feel that whatever we say should bring joy, should bring happiness. And when you do that, you are increasing the courage and enthusiasm of other souls, but also your own self, you know. Then others will also appreciate you. Otherwise, they also see you a very particular way.
So Didi, if we have the habit of criticizing, let's say, how do I get rid of that habit?
Just see that how when something, you know, comes to you in a similar way, how do you take it? You don't take it nicely, right? You take it very seriously. Sometimes you feel you are very disappointed or somebody has blamed you for something. So all these could happen to other person. But also what you give, that you get. If what I am giving, if you are a soft spoken person, then other one will also do that. If you are very loud, if you are very critical, that's what is going to come back to you. So I believe that we should keep our habits in such a way, always thinking that all this will come back to me. So I should be
Right. Important lessons today, Didi.
careful.
Points of knowledge, attitude of gratitude, don't take sorrow. Whatever happens, don't take sorrow.
Yeah,
Because it's a habit. If we know that it is my habit, then it doesn't matter what the other person is doing. I have to get rid of my habit.
yeah. I would do that definitely, to see that where I need improvement instead of always thinking somewhere outside. Right?
Right, right.
Even sometimes when we say things for people to do, they're not very clear. They're not done in a proper way. But then again, we will make other person responsible for not understanding. Maybe you were not making it clear, right? And if
Right.
you take it for yourself, then you will improve, right? You will be better. And we should always keep aim that I have to change, I have to be better, I have to improve. Is important.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay. Thank you very much.
Okay. Nice to share. Nice to see you too.
Om Shanti.
Okay. Om Shanti Shri.
सिमर सिमर सुख पाता है मन गीत खुशी के गाता है
सिमर सिमर सुख पाता है मन गीत खुशी के गाता है
प्यारे बाबा प्यार तुम्हारा
प्यारे बाबा प्यार तुम्हारा
सोए भाग्य जगाता है सिमर सिमर सुख पाता है मन गीत खुशी गाता है।
Om Shanti, Om Shanti.
संगम युग का वर्षा यही है, शिव से मिलन मनाना। समय श्वास संकल्प सभी सेवा में लगाना। पवित्रता बरसाए जग में, पवित्रता बरसाए जग में। फरिश्ता झलक तुम्हारी, फरिश्ता झलक तुम्हारी। शिव पिता ने दी है तुमको, शिव पिता ने दी है तुमको श्रीमत कितनी प्यारी, श्रीमत कितनी प्यारी। मीठे बच्चों प्यारे।
कांध नहीं नीचे कराता है, वहां बैठे आराम से वरदान मिलता है। मिलता है ना वरदान आपको। और सचमुच अगर वरदान का महत्व हो ना, चलो मुरली सारी याद नहीं भी आवे, लेकिन वरदान तो बहुत छोटा होता है। वो सारा दिन जरूर याद रहना चाहिए। आज मेरे को बाबा ने क्या वरदान दिया। वरदान याद आने से आपको वही अवस्था बाबा रोज कहता है होनी चाहिए, वो याद आएंगे। मानो कोई कहता है हमको तो इतना टाइम भी नहीं मिलता है जो ये याद रखूं। चलो बाबा का कितना प्यार है बच्चों से। वरदान के साथ में एक छोटा स्लोगन भी आता है। चलो वो भी वरदान भी याद नहीं है, टाइम नहीं हो, चलो लेकिन उसका टाइम तो मिलेगा। इसको कहा जाता है बाप और बच्चे के सच्चे दिल का प्यार। और हमारे बाबा की पढ़ाई देखो, क्या याद दिला देता है। 5000 वर्ष की सारी कहानी याद दिला देता है। क्या थे, क्या बने हो और क्या बनेंगे, तीनों काल का बता देता है। ऐसा बाप कोई होगा जो रोज वरदान देवे, रोज महावाक्य उच्चारण करे। तो हम छोटे थे, लेकिन बाबा रोज गुड मॉर्निंग, रोज रात को गुड नाइट करने भी आता था। हम ऊपर मच्छरदानी में सोते थे और बाबा एक एक से आके गुड नाइट करके फिर जाते। ऐसा बाप कोई का मिलेगा जो रोज मिलता हो, गुड मॉर्निंग भी करे, गुड नाइट भी करे, और फिर ज्ञान का धन कितना देता है? जिस ज्ञान के धन से 21 जन्म की गारंटी देता है। कोई ज्योतिषी हो, ज्योतिषी का बाप हो, कोई ने इतनी गारंटी नहीं दी। 21 जन्म की कोई ने गारंटी दी। लेकिन बाबा हम एक एक बच्चे को गारंटी देते हैं। एक ये जन्म संगम का, उसमें भी देखो आप कब से आए हो। कोई कब से आया, कोई कब से आया।
हमारे साथ का एक पल कई जन्मों से बेहतर है। सफल हर पल हुआ अपना, नजर तेरी जो हम पर है, नजर तेरी जो हम पर है। यही यादें ही रह कर चमक।
Recording in progress.
Om Shanti Vyakti Parivar. So tomorrow is Wednesday. Our schedule from Amritvela 3:30 a.m. to 4:45 a.m. In the evening, a Vyakti Children Mulya class from 5 to 5:15 p.m. 6 o'clock, Bhatti will start, followed by Hindi series, English series, and a Vyakti journey. Welcome to a Vyakti journey, Avik Murlis from 1969, multi-million-fold fortune and blessings.
Avyakt Murli, 6th of August, 1972. The reason for mischievous attitude, forgetting the vow. What is the method? What will you do if your attitude becomes mischievous? First of all, what is the reason for your attitude becoming mischievous? The reason for the attitude becoming mischievous or ordinary is that you come down from the first vow you took or the first promise you made as soon as you came. You either break your vow or you forget your promise. The first vow is to remain pure in your thoughts, words, and actions. This was the first vow you took, and the second vow was to belong to the one Father and none other. All of you have taken this vow. Even on the path of bhakti, what do you call those who take a vow and then break that vow and leave it unfulfilled? Instead of being pure, charitable souls, they become sinful souls. To what extent have you fulfilled this vow? A vow is to be fulfilled at all times. Bhagats would not break their vow, even if they were to die. So all of you should always keep in your awareness the vow that you have taken. By having this awareness, your attitude will never become mischievous. When your attitude does not become mischievous, you will not come under the influence of any type of obstacle of the family, any external circumstances, or of the elements. You will then be able to show that the elements are your servants, the external circumstances to be your original stage, and the family to be a sample of a pure household. It is when you become slack in your vow that your attitude becomes mischievous. You get others to make the promise at Rakhi that they will become pure. So first you have to tie this bracelet on yourself. And then you will be able to tie others with this bracelet. Do those on whom you tie a Rakhi become pure and take that vow? They do not even have that much courage. What is the reason for this? Do those who tie it on others stay within that vow themselves? If there is any type of impurity in your mind, then would you say that you're fulfilling the vow completely? Because whatever weaknesses they are in those who tie the bracelet, those on whom they tie the bracelet are not influenced by the attraction of their purity. They simply take the message as a system and custom, that of it being your system. They do not take that vow. Why? It would be because of your own self, would it not? Or would you say that it is not in their fortune? However, you are the creators of fortune. You should come back having created their fortune. Or you should come back having given them such inspiration to create their fortune that they wouldn't be able to stay without creating their fortune and would then come after you. You are those who have such an attraction, are you not? You also give the example of the souls who follow their customs strongly, how there was so much power in just the few words spoken by so-and-so that everyone continues to run after him. Compared to them, you are such elevated souls. To be continued. Om Shanti.
Become a carefree emperor of the land without sorrow by being full with all attainments. This stage of happiness, to be a soul who have a right to the confluence-aged Brahman world, means to be those
Recording in progress.
is the cause of sorrow. An attainment is what brings happiness. So, an embodiment of all attainments means to be in the stage of happiness.
सर्व प्राप्ति संपन्न बेगमपुर के बेफिक्र बादशाह बनो, सुख स्वरूप स्थिति संगम योगी ब्राह्मण संसार के अधिकारी आत्माएं अर्थात बेगमपुर के बादशाह संकल्प में भी गम अर्थात दुख की लहर न हो। बेगमपुर के बादशाह सदा सुख की शैया पर सुखमय संसार में स्वयं को अनुभव करो, क्योंकि ब्राह्मणों के खजाने में अप्राप्त कोई वस्तु नहीं। अप्राप्ति दुख का कारण है, प्राप्ति सुख का साधन है। तो सर्व प्राप्ति स्वरूप अर्थात सुख स्वरूप स्थिति में रहो। ओम शांति।